Athletics program, the SEC on ESPN, and you could certainly make the case the toughest test Vanderbilt has faced all year. The defending national champions, led by Thomas Houck, the do-everything dude for the Gators. And you put him next to Alex Condon, and you have arguably the best front court, not only in the SEC, but the country. Today they get a chance to take on a terrific tandem in the backcourt for Vanderbilt. Tyler Tanner, he, along with Duke Miles, led the Commodores to an unprecedented 16-0 start. They just lost their first game, and that was against Texas. Florida, 3-1. Vanderbilt, 3-1, both atop the SEC conference.
You call the head coach and say, Coach, we got a problem. What is it? We're missing 3 jerseys. Trade them out and let's play ball.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's play ball. What should be a terrific game here today in historic Memorial Gymnasium. Miles passes, 5 on the shot clock, and a high arcing 3 that finds the bottom. A.K. Okereke in the paint. They start with Condon. Okereke, good defense, but Condon's got some pro moves.
That's
down
going to be
low.
a tough cover, right?
Boxed in. They got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Flan got the high screen, penetrates, good defense inside, and here come the Commodores and Tyler Tanner. Good shooter, Nickel. Splash. Miles got Chinyelu in the air, and he missed an easy one. That's the intimidation factor of the big guys down low. Houck on the other end with a flush.
They run and pound, and that's exactly what happens on this possession. They run that ball up the floor and just pound you with the glass.
Whether you're building robots, training on medical simulators, developing award-winning video games, or performing for the national champion speech team, Bradley prepares you. Choose Bradley. Apply today at bradley.edu.
Single coverage again on these low post touches.
That's a mistake. Coming from behind, Nickel. Condon sticks with it, and he has 4. Vanderbilt built on 3-point shooting, 2 for 5 from deep. Florida not. They're 0 for 2, but they've gotten their points in the paint. There's some contact, and Condon said even with that, we're not going to let that one go in. 16-1 on the year, coming off their only loss. This is a test on how they rebound from a setback, and they're doing well this defensive trip. Flan will pull up from the free throw line and knock it down. So Washington, and this is the challenge anytime you're taking on Florida, trying to get inside. Little jump shot, though. That one falls from Tyler Harris. There's 3 guys for Florida wearing different numbers. We'll remind this to the viewers a lot if you're just tuning in. Condon, he knocks down a 3. One of the things he's been working on diligently to improve. Okereke right by, hand-locked in, who had to come from behind, and he picked up the foul. Baseline bounce pass. You go in amongst those trees, and you're bound to hit a limb. Condon all the way, denied.
I've told you hope is not a plan.
Yeah.
Condon hoping something good happened at the end.
Tanner's got a chance for 3. Down. Lee found a little window, and then he used the window. Chinyelu, great interior pass, and Houck's got a chance to finish a 3-point play.
Man, what a smart play by Thomas Houck. Premier shooters in all of college ball, and a physical shooter at that 3 spot.
Lee, left-handed pass, corner, left-handed shot, and it's a 3, and it is good.
Florida's not going to react or overreact to those bigs of Vanderbilt taking 3s.
Wide open, Lee, who was a terrific 3-point shooter at Princeton, knocks it down. Pass it back out. Release the valve with all the pressure the Gators front line puts on you. Pretty reverse, though. That's one way to avoid a block to keep this possession alive. Lee fires, and that goes down. Xavier Lee at the end of the shot clock. A 30-19 lead.
Yeah. That three ball starts falling. They are the favorites in this league and a favorite to make another deep run.
Tanner, yes, he's got a chance for another three, and that is going to be the second foul.
It's Garland. Intense workouts that taught him you're a small guy, so how do you get separation and use your speed since you don't have a lot of strength? That's how he gets to the rim.
So they leave Houck on the floor with two. Condon will find the lefty, Brown. The interior passing is so good.
Boy, good hot switch by Xavier Lee.
Tanner in traffic, nice pass and an easy one. He got Chinyelu to leave his feet. Ruben Chinyelu, no points in the game so far for a guy that averages over 11. Fade away, difficult shot that finds the bottom for Duke. Miles.
Funny how an air ball on one end can give energy to your offense on the next possession normally.
Miles knocks it down, and it's down to a 4-point, 3-point game. Fland with a contested pull-up, but that's all net. He's with Tanner, who has a lane open, lays it up with the left. And the idea that the points in the paint are now 12-12, that's unheard of against the Gator team. But they're working down low again. A contested one. That one is knocked down. Brown seems a little hesitant after missing his last one. But Houck may have got away with a walk right in front of Byington. Good cross-court pass, wide open three. That's knocked down. Harris. Houck's got half a dozen boards early in this game. Fland, too short, big-time follow, and it's not one of the bigs, it's Brown.
What a play by Brown, who Todd Golden will tell you one of our most explosive athletes, just comes flying in.
Well, we now know what else Brown can do for you. A little offensive finish. Tanner, splash. Tanner's ahead. Fland will let him lay it up and in, and Vanderbilt has the lead.
Now Vanderbilt has found their groove. And this is a Vanderbilt team that they move the ball so well. There's that awkward release rally from Harris. Starts on the left side, finishes on the right side. And then the turnover, the hot hands. Vanderbilt is a small defensive team. They don't just sit back and guard. Go inside. You're on the road. Get back to who you are on this possession.
Chinyelu, double team, so strong, and lays it up and in.
That's who you are, through the chin and to the rim. I love that coming out of the timeout.
He building a program. They go back to Chinyelu again. That's an impossible shot to stop.
Yeah, that is money. His left shoulder jump hook has become a money shot.
Half-second differential.
You got to watch Nickel. He's a shooter, a physical shooter. Comes up to set the screen. Watch him pop.
Tanner, paint. 1 second. They get it off the window, no good. They got another chance, and it will go in, and Vandy will go to the half, leading by 1.
How does Betterment's automated investing portfolio compare? In the first half of 2025, our core portfolio returned more than...
And you're going to see Washington kind of seal off on the inside right here. And this, all that does is allow a cleanup.
The previous shot is under review.
Yeah, they're going to look at it, but to me, he clearly got it off. And a great job by 13 White Rabbit to not rush it. He waited till his shoulders got squared for a really clean release, a soft touch. A very handsy defensive club, the team in white.
Vanderbilt started this year 16-0, and an easy one there for Okereke. Remember, it was 49-44, and Houck knocks down a three. That's a 7-point turn. Chinyelu is begging for the ball down low. It's got Washington on him. Down low, Condon, no. Chinyelu, yes. You cannot stop the Redhawks. And right now, Chinyelu, who had like no points through most of the first half, has taken over the game. And now Ruben Chinyelu leads him with 14.
The floor is your friend as an inside player on both ends.
Wow, that's Chinyelu. Access denied. Klapshar three, Jimmy. Yes, sir. And the lead grows to 9.
I'm a big Klapshar fan. He comes in
A 9-0 run, cutting down low. Nice pass from Nickel and an easy layup.
Yeah, Harris just broke off. Instead of coming off that double stagger, he just broke it off.
Nickel now has Chinyelu on him. So he takes advantage of it with a fadeaway and a find.
Just practice it during the week. Just pull up a game, watch it, and practice what we're trying to do.
Tanner sets up a three. Wow, how about McLaughlin knocking it down? Off a loss, their first of the year. Florida feeling really good about themselves, except on defense. Vanderbilt left it wide open.
Robbie, just a breakdown. I mean, Jalen Washington got screened into the ball screen, and then when he comes off of it, there's just no communication at all. Xavier Lee, I know that's not your guy. You cannot leave the ball, man. It's being driven right down the pipe. And 99 bails, and Handlocker's just too late.
Right at Lee, up, no good. And there goes Xavier Lee. Lays it up and in. Right at Lee, up, no good. And there goes Xavier Lee. Lays it up and in.
Man, is it hot in here, temperature-wise and game-wise, with under 12 to go.
Starting front court back in for Florida. That means Condon, Chinyelu, and Hauk. They set up for a three. Hauk out of the break, knocks it down. He's been somewhat quiet, but he's now got 13 in the game. Hauk had 21 in their win against Oklahoma. Another fadeaway, and boy, you almost have to practice that during the week. You get ready for Florida.
Yeah, because they are fading away from Chinyelu, who's doing a great job in rim protection.
Lee reverse gets it to go. Tough shot by 99 today.
But man, they're starting to find their groove. Lee and Fland.
A quick release, straight Nickel in the corner. Nickel and dimes.
That have cupping in our recovery.
Only one person ever.
Said it to me last night.
Nice little pass there on the double team. Give Tanner credit there.
Just a little bit of an opening, bam, and that thing is throwing strikes.
Hauk wants to do it one-on-one. Brown, he is from the corner, burying the three. Tanner's been on 15 points for a while. A ball fake, and he was looking to get it back, but he won't. Inside, and challenge Chinyelu. Hauk loves to go to his right. There he goes again. Jump hook. Missed everything. Chinyelu gets it to go. Ruben Chinyelu already in this game. Miles. Chinyelu, they say no whistle. Miles got it back. He goes to the ground.
Then hustle by Okereke for that tap back.
Miles gets Chinyelu on him, throws it up. Difficult shot, challenged by Condon, who's got 4 fouls.
And their first step has separation quickness about it.
Xavier Lee on a string. Boy, is he having a game.
Robbie, another screen.
Tanner, 6 on the shot clock. The drive, and Chinyelu, they wanted a goaltend. It looked like he may have pinned it.
And Darren Peterson will be the number 1 and number 2 guys taken in the draft, I think. Peterson last night for Kansas, a walking bucket.
Look at Okereke. They have mastered the fadeaway against Florida. Okereke, 15 points, tied for the top spot. Vanderbilt. Fland foul. Free throw coming up. Chance for a 3.
How good was Boogie Fland?
So Fland wearing 33, which of course was worn by Josephsburg. That's why it's the name on the back of his uni. Free throw up, tapped up and in. And an offensive rebound and put back from McLaughlin. 2-point game.
Wayne Gretzky, a famous 99. George Mikan, a famous 99.
Ronaldo from soccer. 99. Chinyelu. Oh, wow. Hauk. There's the volleyball skills his mother instilled in him.
As a motor that never turns off, talking about Hauk. And the attraction to the ball, I talked about in the first half. Those inside guys for Ravi, for Florida, Ravi, they have gravity ability. You have to come and respect what they can do on the inside. As a result, they attract the most. Thomas Hauk is averaging 37 minutes a game. He never plays tired.
Miles banks it in as he got Lee off of him.
And Tyler Tanner to try to close this thing out.
Abe Brown, 14 points in the game for Florida. Tanner needed it and got it. Wow. 14 points for Xavier Lee. Penetrates, throws it up, and gets it to go. Xavier Lee is having his breakout game for the Gators with 16.
What did Florida get out of the initial play? A mismatch. Boom, downhill for Lee with a left paw.
Tanner, the floater, he got it. He's taken over. He's now got 20.
Building will erupt if the basket's made here.
Nickel, pull up, moving, and he knocks it down.
Here's your cat's nail. When you were trimming before, you probably hurt them because you couldn't see the quick. But
Chinyelu, everything's going for Ruben Chinyelu. He's at 20.
What a high IQ play by Chinyelu about 7 minutes ago.
Nowhere to go for Washington, and a 12-footer is knocked down by McLaughlin to give him a lead.
How good has Jalen Washington been in this game with extended minutes? He's the playmaker for Florida. We knew who it was last year, Walter Clayton Jr.
He said he wants the ball in Condon's hands late. Slits Lee. Oh! Quiets the crowd. Xavier Lee. Okereke has it. He drives in the paint. He's got Tanner out there. He dives for the ball out of bounds off Tanner.
A big blue wall at the back end of that play defensively by Florida. Well, Vanderbilt grabbed a piece of the paint, but man, those three blue jerseys just throw up a big wall, not giving up on the play. Condon, Chinyelu,
and I think it was Halku deflected the ball out of his hands too. Watch.
The shot before, Xavier Lee punches that defense, gets McLaughlin to respect it. The step back, boom, rise, release, rotation, result. South's better be very physical.
He missed it, and it's Nickel, so it's a 2-point deficit.
They were good with the pinch.
Byington, it looks like he's going to play it out. Difficult shot, no good. It was thrown up there, and a foul as Condon takes it down. Tanner threw it up with 6 seconds to go. It was contested, and it didn't draw even iron, I don't think.
If you're Florida right now.
And do not foul. Nickel raises, that's off, and that's a Gator win on the road against a top 10 Vanderbilt team, 98-94. Chop chop here at Memorial Gym.